Hey everyone, welcome back to Abhi. Oh gosh, it's been a while. I guess almost a month since the last long form video. But I have been continuously posting short form videos, so make sure guys you also keep checking the shorts feed. Anyway, in this video, before we jump into Blender, what if I told you that you can build a complete cinematic football goal scene in Blender with physics, cloth simulation, animated characters, fog, lighting and compositing using mostly free tools and add-ons. In this tutorial series of 2 parts, we are going to build exactly that step by step from an empty scene to a final cinematic render. And this is the part 1 video. In this video, we will focus on building the core of the scene, the goalpost, ball physics, cloth based net and the main character animation. So let's get started. First, open Blender and here, as you can see, I already have this custom default scene. If you're wondering why your scene doesn't look the same as mine, don't worry, it's completely normal. Open any browser and search for artofvi.gumroad.com. You will reach my Gumroad page. Scroll down or search for custom file. And here you will find the file name artofvi's blender custom default setting file. Simply click on it to open. Here I have uploaded my default settings file. You can appreciate it by putting any amount value or you can also get it for free. Just type 0, add it to the cart, then enter your email ID and download it. It's very easy and simple process. Then open that file in Blender and set it as your default startup file. After that, as you can see, I already have the Blender Kit add-on installed. We are going to use this add-on in this project, so I strongly suggest you guys to install it as well. It is super easy to install this add-on in Blender 5.0. Simply go back to your browser and open a new tab. Search for Blender Kit add-on, then click on this first search result to open the web page. As you can see here, you can click on download to get the add-ons for free. If you scroll down, you will also find a complete step-by-step process to install it into Blender, which is super easy. After downloading the add-on, locate your zip file and open Blender side by side. Then drag and drop the zip file directly into Blender window. Keep the settings as user default and hit OK. And that's it. Your add-on is installed and ready to use. Okay, so let's get started. We are going to make a goalpost. For that, select the cube, move to edit mode and press S plus X to scale it on X-axis to make it look like a soccer goalpost bar. Then select front and bottom faces and press X to delete those faces like this. Now in this Blender Kit add-on search panel, search for soccer. Scroll a little and I am going to choose this soccer ball stitches model. Then select both the ball and the stitches and press Ctrl J to join them into a single object. After that, while selecting the ball, press Alt plus P and choose clear and keep transformation. Oh, I forgot to enable screencast keys, so now you can see the shortcut keys as I press them. Now select the ball and right click. Go to the set origin and choose origin to geometry. Then select the goalpost and scale it slightly down so its size aligns properly with the soccer ball. Next, move to side view and press Shift Z to enable X-ray view mode. Select the back side top vertices and move them slightly to the left of the Y-axis to define the shape of the goalpost, something like this. Now go back to object mode, select the football and move it on the Y-axis somewhere around here. Then add a plane for the ground surface. Move to edit mode and scale it as per your convenience. Make sure it covers the whole scene, so when we kick the ball, it stays on the surface and the animation behaves correctly. Next, select the ball and expand the timeline. On frame 1, press K to open the keyframe menu and choose location to add a keyframe. Then move to frame 12, select the ball and place it somewhere around here, where you want the ball to score next, something like this. Press K again and choose location to add another keyframe. After that, select all the keyframes and press T to open the interpolation menu in the timeline and choose linear interpolation. To check the animation, just scrub the timeline or hover between the frame 0 to 12 to see the ball animation, something like this. Next, while the ball is selected, go to Physics Properties and click on Rigid Body to add it. Keep the type set to active and change the shape to mesh. We will later use sphere instead of mesh, but for now I want to show you why we should not use the mesh option here. So keep it as mesh for the moment. Then on frame 1, enable animated and add a keyframe. Move to frame 11. Keep everything as it is and add another keyframe. After that, go to frame 12, uncheck or disable animated and add one more keyframe like this. Now select the goalpost, go to physics tab and add a rigid body. Set the type to passive and change the shape to mesh. After that, select the ground plane, add a rigid body physics to it as well and set the type to passive and the shape to mesh. Then hit the spacebar to see the ball animation in action. And here is the problem. The ball is not exactly sitting on the surface of the ground. So to fix that, go to physics tab of the ball and change the shape from mesh to sphere. After that, hit the spacebar again to see the final ball animation. If you are not satisfied with the ball animation, try changing its scoring position or location on frame 12. Play around with it a little to get your desired ball animation. For now, I am happy with this ball animation. If required, we can always change it later. Next, change the timeline end frame from 250 to 300. Then select the ball, go to scene properties, expand the rigid body word, and then also expand the catches section. Match the end frame with the timeline and set it to 300. After that, go to object, click on rigid body and choose bake to keyframe. Keep all the settings as they are and hit OK. It will take a few seconds to bake. After doing this, Blender will bake the physics and convert the simulation into actual keyframe. Next, rename the cube as passive body. Press Shift D to duplicate it and rename it as pole. Then select the pole, scale it down slightly and press Ctrl A to apply the scale. Press Shift D again to duplicate it and rename it as net. Now hide the goalpost mesh, select the pole, move to edit mode and press X to delete the edges. Then select the faces and press X again to delete only faces. After that, go back to object mode, right click and choose convert to curve. Then go to curve properties, expand the geometry section and set the depth value to adjust the pole thickness. Next, move to modifiers tab and add a bevel modifier. Set the segments value to 2. After that, select the pole and convert it back to a mesh. Then go to physics properties and change the type to passive. Now select the net, move to edit mode, right click and choose subdivide. Set the number of cuts to 30 and then go back to object mode. Next, select the side border edges like this. Press Ctrl G and choose assign to a new group. Then go to modifiers tab and add a wireframe modifier. Set the thickness to 0.01 and enable boundary. Next, select the net and go to physics tab. Add a cloth physics. From here, choose the leather cloth preset. Scroll down and click on the shape to expand it. In the pin group, choose the ground group you created earlier. Also expand the catches section and set the end frame to 300. Then select the soccer ball, go to physics tab and enable collision physics. After that, go back to next physics properties and hit bake, something like this. It will take a few minutes to bake depending on your system performance. Once it's done, hit the spacebar to see the net interacting with the ball animation. Now, if you want, you can add a wind force field, rotate it like this and place it somewhere around here. Set the strength value to 11.8 so the wind can affect the net properly. Next, let's add some characters. Someone to kick the ball to score and someone who tries to save the goal as well. For that, get back to your browser and search for Mixamo. Log in or sign out if you are visiting this site for the first time. Here, I already have uploaded my base character model. If you don't have one, just click on this character and choose whichever character you like from here. But for now, I am going to stick to my base character. Search for penalty kick motion from here and click on this first one. It will apply the motion to your character. Then click on download. Keep the default settings and click on download again. Locate your folder and click on save. Then search for goalkeeper and select this goalkeeper diving animation. Save and download this motion as well using the same method. Now back in Blender, go to File, Import and choose your import format. In our case, it is FBX. Click on it to open the file browser. Locate the folder where you downloaded the motion file. Select the file and import it. Go to frame 1 and place your goalkeeper in its appropriate position, something like this. Next, import a striker using the same method into a scene. Move it along the y-axis and rotate it 180 degrees on the z-axis to change the striker's direction so it faces the goal. After that, let's match the ball animation according to the character's motion. Select the ball. In the timeline, press A to select all the keyframes. Then move all the keyframes around the frame 23 so the ball animation starts at that point. Next, select the armature of the character and adjust its position so the foot connects naturally with the ball, something like this. Once it's done, hit the spacebar to see the full animation working together in action. Now let's get a football turf and build the overall scene. First, select the ground plane and delete it. Then go to Blender Kit search option and search for soccer. Scroll a little and you will find the mini stadium asset. Click on it to download it directly into your workflow. After that, rotate it and adjust it into a scene, something like this, as you can see on the screen. Next, I am going to quickly adjust the size of the ground and the goalpost, and then we are done with this part. Now hit the spacebar to see the animation progress till now. As you can see, everything matches and aligns with each other perfectly. I have also picked the net simulation again so it can adapt all the changes we have done, specifically adjusting the ball animation start frame and adding the wind force previously. Alright, so this is the scene we have built so far. We now have a proper model goalpost, realistic ball physics, a cloth based net, a striker and a goalkeeper animation, and a mini football stadium environment. Everything is already working together nicely and the main football action is fully set up. In the next and the final part too, we are going to take this scene much further. We will add background characters walking and running, trees and environment detail, props like car, benches and extra objects, atmospheric fog, cinematic lighting, depth of field, camera animation, and the final compositing to get that film-like look. So make sure you continue with part 2 where we turn this setup into a full cinematic football scene. That's it for now. See you in the next part. Till then, follow Abhi for more.